Listen to Christiana, Bamidele. Be encouraged.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Be Encouraged with me, your host, Christiana Bamidele. Thank you for joining me again today. I hope you have subscribed to all my channels, social media platforms, and also this platform. Make sure you subscribe, share, like, comment. Now, today I want to tell you, I'm not introducing the words, but I'm telling you again about these three words. Two that you know, three that may sound strange. The third one may sound strange. The first one is change. I'm sure you are aware of that. And then exchange. And then the third one is exchange. And exchange. Your ex, from that. Now, change, as we know, is something that is when you feel that things are stable, when you feel that things are all right, they're where they're supposed to be, and then it shifts all of a sudden or at some point at a particular time. Now, I want you to take note of one thing here. Change does not just happen. It happens. In fact, it must have given you a notice, like there must be a notice before it happened. But most of the time, we do not realize that a change is about to happen, or it's in process. We do not realize that, or we try to deny that, a change is about to happen, because nobody likes change. Now, these three words that I've just given you at the beginning tells you that change itself is very flexible. So you should expect it to happen at some point in your life. You should expect change in behavior. You should expect change in attitude. If there is no change, if the same version of you that we knew last year is what we are still going to know this year, or the same version of you that is existing now is what you're planning to take into 2026, there may be a problem, because there is always a room for improvement. There is always something that you need to start doing better. And so, change is good. It can be inconvenient at the time that it's happening, but I trust me, it is good. Now, still talking about change, this one is very interesting. Exchange. And exchange is when you change something, you have one, and then you are exchanging that for money. So you're exchanging value. When you exchange, you're exchanging value. You're exchanging something. You're giving away something that used to be valuable to you, but now, because you want something, you want something more valuable than that, then you are exchanging it. You are giving it away so that you can get something back in return that is more valuable than that. This tells you again that, yes, what you are doing right now, you may feel that things are perfect the way they are, but wait until you see the next version of you, or try to envision it. Try to look into the future, see into the future, to imagine the becoming version of you, or the better version of you. Then you will know that change, this needs to be exchanged for something better. And how do you do that? You have already noticed that, yes, this is where I want to be. This is where I want to be in the nearest future. And then you start gradually, you put a plan in place. You start the process of exchanging the behavior that will not get you to that point, or that is not going to be useful to you at that point. You start exchanging it little by little, step by step, taking it day by day, exchanging it for something valuable. I'll give you an example. I used to feel that, I used to get angry easily. For example, when you do something I don't really like, it's like I'll just flare up. And then at some point, I feel, okay, a leader cannot have this. A leader must not be like this. So I started working. I'm talking of years ago. This is done by the grace of God. Amen. All right. So working on it gradually to make sure that, okay, this has to be completely gone. Now, when you're doing this, you are being intentional, taking it step by step, day by day. Sometimes it may take you months. It may take others maybe just 1 month. It may take you more than a year. Trust your own process and stick with it. Stay with your process. Just make sure that you do one thing, no going back. And so you exchange that attitude or whatever it is for something more valuable. I'm sure by now you already know what an X change is. X dash change. So it means something you used to have, a change that used to be valuable to you, a change, the level that you used to feel that this is a new change. This version of me is so beautiful, it's so wonderful. I really like this newly improved version. I tell you, it's just like when you exchange a desktop for a typewriter. Yes, of course, it's new and it's wonderful to work with because it works better than a typewriter. But wait until you see a laptop, a very new, newest version of a laptop. Wait until you start working with that and you will feel that, no, I do not want a desktop again. Or wait until you start comparing a box TV or a black and white TV to a colored one, and then from a colored one to flat screen, a box, or there's always something. At some point, that thing, that change was very valuable to you, but then it becomes an X. Now, why am I talking about this? Because once you have changed, you're not expected to go back to that form again, to that shape again, to that attitude again, to that character again. You're leaving it in the past where it belongs, just like you would do for your ex-friend, ex-whatever. Yeah? So an ex change is something that it has happened. It's already in the past. It is left behind. You're not going back to it. You're not going back to it. You're not going to be seen in that space again. Forget it there. You've celebrated it enough. You have, valued it enough. Now it's time for you to let it go so that you can you can welcome something better, something new. Create space for your change to be an X. The particular change you are celebrating right now, start creating space for it to be an X so that the new change can come in. I hope you've been blessed with these words today, and I want you to go ahead to share, like, comment. Let me hear from you. Till I see you next time, stay encouraged, and be a source of encouragement to others. Don't forget these 3 things. God bless you.